Well, good evening, everybody. Welcome to your daily stop when it comes to some insane games in Clash Royale, Counter-Strike, and Dota 2. Of course, this is the ESL India Premiership 2017 fall season, brought to you by Omen by HP, HyperX, and Zombie by BenQ. Now, moving on with the thick of things here, we have a best-of-5 Clash Royale between Deepak, Mehu and Arpan Christian. So let's get to know these players a little better. Alright, talking about these players at hand here, starting with Mehu, a college student based out of Chennai. He's been playing the game since it launched last year and had a mixed performance in the summer season of the Premiership. Now, his strong performances have got him in the Masters League in June. Now, Arpan Christian is from Surat. He's a +2 student and he's also the summer season finale winner. Will he be able to continue his win for the summer season land finale and continue it off into the fall season? We'll get to know that once when we start off with the game.
So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the daily stream of the ESL India Premiership. This is Manoj Supergola casting some Clash Royale for you. And today we're going to be watching a match between Arpan and Mehu. And I hope you're not able to listen to anything else other than my own voice. So, I guess, yeah. So, looks like Mehu has opted to go for a Golem deck, which is maybe with an Elixir Collector, I guess. So, we'll see if that works in his favor or not. We see Arpan trying to go for the chip damage deck with the rocket, probably going to use it without much effect, because it's a golem deck. A rocket would take what, a 10th of the HP? Not really gonna happen. But it does look like it's for now working in his favor, though. We see an Elixir Cutter coming down. Maybe that will help Mehu push up some sort of attack down the center. No, there we go. The rocket coming out takes care of the Elixir Cutter right there with an angry emote coming out from Arpan. He's such a cheeky person. Okay. So while that is happening, we are almost into the halfway point of the game. A minute 40 seconds left. Neither player is doing much. Mehu has just dropped down his golem. We'll see how Arpan is going to counter that. I don't think he's expecting a golem at all. He saw the bandit, he saw the baby dragon, but I'm thinking he maybe thought it was a 3 musketeer deck, since that's what he's been facing a lot this season so far. Oof. Oh wow! So I thought the Evis would be saved, but the log just managed to finish him off. Is this gonna change anything though? That's what we have to wait and see. Again, barrels going down, predictive logs going in, but looks like he missed the log for this time. 1192 HP left. We are in the last minute of double elixir. Big push coming out on the left side. It might reach the tower before the golem distracts them though, and it does distract them, but here comes a log, clearing out most of the enemy units. Baby Dragon's gonna sit there and clear out most of the remaining units. But Mehu is in some real trouble here. Like his tower on the left is at 778, tower on the right is at 994, while Arpan's own towers are pretty much untouched. This doesn't look well at all for Mehu. 10 seconds left. We are going to go into overtime, but it might be a very quick overtime. You know, because Arpan has his barrel, Arpan has his rocket. There we go. That's it. Few seconds into overtime, Arpan takes the match off Mehu. 1-0 in favor of Arpan right now. Congratulations. Now we see the little sparks of gameplay that help him reach the top spot in the LAN finale. But is that going to continue, I wonder? So we're gonna quick jump into game 2. So there we go. So yeah, here we have game 2 going on. Hopefully it changes something for him. It really looks bad for him if he loses a 3-0 victory against Arpan again. Like, Mehu has had a rough run in the Premiership. He's been relegated. He came back. He was in danger of relegation once again. Managed to come back again. Oh wow! Okay, so there we go. We see a balloon coming out from Mehu, which is immediately countered by an Inferno Tower. Looks like, and Arpan also has a crossbow. Okay, guys, this might be just bad news for Mehu. He might just be completely outdrafted this time. Like, Mehu plans to use the Executioner and Tornado to counter whatever pushes that Arpan is going to make, but these are not pushes, are they? Like, these are just buildings. And yeah, Mehu is in some real trouble right there. So I know this is what I'm guessing will happen. We see, yeah, there we go. It might look like Arpan isn't doing much with his buildings right now, but trust me, guys, as soon as we hit that double elixir mark, right, we're going to see buildings come out left, right, and center from Arpan, especially the crossbow, which has a long range. It is going to start whacking away on the knight first and then the tower. And we're just going to sit here and calmly watch it happen. And there we go. It's happening exactly as I predicted it. Yeah, that crossbow just took down the entire tower right there. A laugh emote coming out from Arpan right there. He knows that Mehu has nothing, literally nothing to defend against it. He uses a balloon. Immediately Arpan is going to jot down the Inferno Tower, which is basically right now crushing any hopes that he has. Yeah, the knight's gonna go down. Crossbow is going to turn its attention back into the tower, and is going down. Balloon comes out from Mehu, but again it's pretty useless because the Inferno Tower is right there, distracts it. We see the miner backing away at Arpan's tower right there in the back, but it still has 1000 HP left, while we only have 20 seconds on the clock, 20 seconds or so. And yeah, I think we can safely give this game to Arpan too. I'm calling it, guys. It's 2-0 in favor of Arpan. It's just painful, like watching this, knowing that nothing can change the outcome right now. It just sort of hurts, you know. Though we'll still have to actually wait until the end of the series. Will Mehdi make a comeback, or will Arpan just keep continuing to destroy whatever hopes Mehdi has? So while we wait for what might be the third and final game, I just want to take a moment of your time and just thank our sponsors. We have Omen by HP, Zoe by BenQ, and HyperX, all of whom have helped us here at Nordwind Gaming bring this ESL India Premiership to you every day live at 6 p.m. So I hope you guys are having fun, because that's what we do this for. So looks like we are ready for the game 3, and we're going to jump right in. Okay, so looks like Arpan has chosen to stick with his guns and build his deck around the Inferno Tower again, and so has Mehu. Am I reading this right? Okay, High Spirit coming down with an Ice Wizard. Okay, we see Mehudi opening up. Honestly, guys, this is a real deja vu level game right here. I want to talk about what is happening, but it just feels like I've seen this before, you know, couple of times. Again, whatever Mehudi is throwing at Arpan, Arpan is successfully defending. There's not much Mehudi can do, it looks like. But for how long, though? Like, how long can Arpan just maintain this drastic lead with his crossbows, with his Inferno Towers? You know, one small mistake is all that Mehudi needs to turn the tide in his favor, I would say. Looking at it right now, Arpan has an elixir lead by a couple of elixir, but Mehudi has no. Arpan is clearly in the advantage here. Minute 30 left. Crossbow coming down soon. There we go. And as usual, the crossbow is going to start hitting the knight first. Knight's going to get pushed back with the fireball. We're going to see the Inferno Tower coming down as soon as Mehudi decides to drop down his balloon. There we go. Fireball. And there we see the crossbow whacking away at Mehudi's star. Look at that. That HP is just melting. Really not much Mehudi can do against it now, is there? I mean, he can drop the balloon, but what good is it going to do? He needs to destroy the tower, not just defend. Again. One more crossbow coming down. There we go. So this Ice Wizard is helping out a lot, I would say. Yeah, 20 seconds left. Not really much we can do now, is there? Yeah, guys, this just feels a lot like deja vu. There's 10 seconds left. That miner couldn't do much. The desperation fireball coming up from Mehudi, but again, tower that's even alive at 1 HP is a tower that's alive. Just means no more victory for Mehudi. So 3-0 in favor of Arpan right now. Congratulations, Arpan, for taking this victory, but come on, Mehudi. I expected a little more from you. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. This has been Manoj Supergola casting some Clash Royale for you. This is the ESL India Premiership. But guys, stay tuned. The action is not over yet. We have some CSGO and then some Dota 2 action coming up. So stay tuned. Bye-bye.
Well, it certainly seems like Arpan Krishan is taking back to his winning ways, defeating Deepak Mehu with a 3-0 scoreline in his favour. Now, everybody joining us on the YouTube gaming channel of ESL India, welcome you all once again. This is the fall season of the ESL India Premiership, brought to you by Omen by HP, HyperX and Zavi by BenQ. Now, moving on here, we have a CSGO match in the offing between SemperX and Excellence of Execution, the new team which has made it to the Masters League. Let's quickly take a look at both the teams here. Now, starting with the new team here, Excellence of Execution qualified to the August session of the fall season in the ESL India Premiership, and they finished first in the July Challenger League. That's how they got promoted. They're led by Mohammad Smoka Ahmed, and Mohammad Pasha Sahil is the star player on the roster. They entered the Masters League as a dark horse. Now, the opposition, SemperX, is a tried and tested team, one of the top teams in the Indian CSGO team, and in fact, in the recent fall season transfer window, they bought on board Markelon, Buster, and Kappa, who hailed from Shooting Monkeys, Team Respect and Eternal Esports respectively. However, they had to say bye to Ishpreet Hunter Singh, who has now joined the ranks of NGT Gaming. Now, will the tried and tested SemperX reign, or will Excellence of Execution execute them? We'll find out.
want to take this moment to thank ESL India.
We're gonna wreck them.
Gets bashed up twice, doesn't have the lead, is just getting controlled by the nether bashes one after the other, but snacks his back with the back in the wall with ice path on top of it.
Real quick with the 3v2, all of a sudden an A-star, an ace going huge, one man remaining, Caribou finds A-star, now it's a 1v1, Excalibur reading it fine, does a lot of damage, is he gonna get the kill? Caribou, no! He lands the headshot!
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen, your cosmic champions for ESL India Premiership.
Turn around 3 times. Start shooting.
Personalize the way you see everything, and then conquer. Exclusive Black Equalizer brightens dark scenes without overexposing bright areas. Use the S-switch to quickly access the setting and switch between save modes. Adjust the angle effortlessly for maximum comfort.
been waiting for so long. Now those feelings are so gone. I don't care what else goes on. We will take you away in the night when you see me, and I'm feeling free. Leave me to play.
We bring the heat, we bring the fire, we bring the dirt, we'll take you higher. We bring the heat, we bring the fire, we bring the dirt, we'll take you higher. We bring the heat, we bring the fire, we bring the dirt, we'll take you higher. We fill the place with our entire face splitting, bass driven gunfire.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the ESL Premiership. It is a Saturday. I like Saturdays. Saturdays are good. It's kind of like Friday, but more relaxed. Sunday's the worst though, because you just know that yeah, the weekend's coming to an end. But enough about my feelings about the various days of the week. We are going live. It is going to be Execution, Team Execution, one of the latest additions to the Masters League, facing off against SemperX. Anyone who has followed the Indian scene for a while would know most of these players on Execution. We've got Smoker, Nato, Pasha Sahil, one of the younger players in the scene. Mene. Is that how you pronounce his name? Mene? And Jumpero. You're going to be starting on the CD side. It is Cobblestone. And it's going to be a very fast drop. Mene missing all the shots. Boss is going to punish him for it. As Nato will reply by finding Kappa. However, just one guy in the A-bombs at Pasha Sahil. He is a guy towards long. But he's getting flanked here. But Jumpero saving his teammate. Finds a kill on the Buster. And this is looking very rough indeed. Forsaken's going to get the kill on the smoke. He's going to get taken down by the Glock. And now the bomb is going to get planted. And this is going to be a rough retake indeed. Jumpero's got a kid to work with. But he is on 10 HP. So Pasha Sahil. He's got to go big here. Got to clear out the angles. Forsaken. Aggressive angle. Got to first there. Rattled off a few bullets. Won't get the kill. But he will do the job. And Forsaken wrapping things up. Picking up a triple kill in the end. Pretty convincing round coming from SemperX. Execution hit a couple of shots, but when SemperX went for the drop play, they pretty much bifurcated that defense, and they really didn't have any control of the retake. You know, 2v3 it's really hard to go for a 2v3 retake whenever it is. So 1-0 for SemperX. Still early days, as Execution will be going for the force buy. CZs, Deebles, whatnot. Three men. As Smoker rolled up a bullet towards Forsaken. He's not going to take any damage in the meantime. It is going to be hit by the looks of the Jumpero. Falls the angle with the CZ, and he's going to make it count. Finds Markelon. And Pale trying to find the trade. Out, see what can get the Hold up, pre-fires around the corner. The secondary pick working out for him. Impale not able to land a shot. They're getting taken out one by one, and it's a very iffy anti-eco from SemperX. He's walking in one by one, taking the duels, not using the utility. Now they're going to be coming to the side, but Jumper is going to get the kill. Pashasile in the smoke. He is being thrown to the side, but looking the wrong way, but somehow Smoker is going to get the kill, leaving it all down to Mr. Buster, who's all alone in a 1v4. He's got an AK-4 he's going to work with, but he is getting hunted down, and Jumper will get the triple kill for the round, and that is going to be the round going the way of execution. And SemperX, they only have themselves to blame. That was quite an atrocious anti-eco. The first two players is getting taken down. Their first one, okay, the second player getting taken down? Not something they should be happy with. Jumper up with the AK, the soul like even previous round. It's going to be a fast play towards B. They've gone for the force buy as well, and Jumper should be careful here. He's going to get the first kill, and they're going to swarm him, but the AK is going to sing loud and clear. Finds 4 kills, is looking for the ace. He's hungry, he knows it, and he gets the ace. It's a force buy. Oh no, Smoker, he stole a kill. Stole a kill, damn it. God damn it. Smoker, you have to ruin it for your teammate. Still, a quad kill on a force buy. I could work with that. Now, what I don't understand is why Impale has gone for the Deagle Armor buy. Why has he gone with the Deagle Armor buy while the rest of his team are on a full eco? This I do not understand. This I truly do not understand. Alright, it looks like production, need to let me know here, but it looks like the caster camera control is not on. So, production, please. If you could. Smoke up. Holding the line, but it's going to be action coming over at the A-bomb side. Mane alone. Oh, gets the thing down, but he still stays alive. That's important. He's going to drop down. USP. He's going to get the kill somehow. I'm not so sure how, but the bomb will get planted. And that is mission accomplished for SemperX. They got the bomb down. That's all they needed to do. And that's going to save Impale as well. He went for the Deagle buy. That little bit of bomb plant bonus money is going to help him out with the, with the weaponry. Not still be able to go for an AK, but might at least have a Galil in hand. The rest of the team, though, over 5k, so they should be able to go for a very comfortable buy. The AWP playing passively all the way from Rapunzel. You don't really see this being held because it's a very, very passive spot. SemperX taking things a little slow. Execution, like, I haven't really seen them play that much because they... I mean, I've seen this mix, this Hydra body mix multiple times. They are very dangerous teams, but haven't really seen them play some of the more higher tier events because most of them, they're kind of like a casual team. For those who are wondering who they are, they used to play NATO, especially Smoker. I wonder where Binary Bug is. He used to play a long time back. I think a little bit of Smoke as well. Cheeky one-way smoke. Smoke out. Spot there. Shot. Oh no, maybe it doesn't spot him out. Maybe the X-ray that made me spot him out. Maybe he couldn't see him. Well, we could. Go TV issues. It's gonna be the B smokes pouring in. Smoker completely blinded. Still gonna hold the line. As Impale is going to open things up with the A-bomb. But is that going to draw the rotation? Because for a second, it's going to kill it in Pasha's style. They're falling here one by one. Although, Nacho will drop Impale. Smokers lane. He's going to teammate out. Rogue doing huge work. Finds 2 kills, but Markalon instantly decapitates Smoker, leaving it all done in Nato. Left alone in a 1v2. This is still doable. Nate is going to save any damage whatsoever. It's way off. Its Mark Bomb is going to get planted. And Forsaken. Forsaken internally bleeding. Nato. Clear out a lot of angles here. He's not his friend. He's going for the... trying to find a wall bang in, and there's a player right over the ledge, and that is Markalon waiting patiently. He should hear him out. Here's him. There we go. That's going to be the round 4. SemperX is they get another round on board, 3-2. The first round on board here in a while, and for Execution, they're going to be able to buy pretty convincingly. They got a lot of cash. Got a lot of cash to work with. And all right, looks like player has disconnected, so we will be going for a technical timeout here. So, for those of you wondering, probably where Execution is from, they are a bunch of players who've been playing for a long time. Very long time. So, majority of them since the 1.6 days. At least Smoka and Nato are. Pasha's also been there for a while. He stood in most famously for Entity Esports for a bit. Pretty well-known player in the PUBG scenes, but they just lack... I feel they lack the pedigree to... They're knocking on the doors of the, the tier 1, so to speak, to be in the top 6, top 7 teams in the country, but I still feel that they're not really up there to be in a top 3 level right now, but they are a very dangerous force to be reckoned with, absolutely. Especially Nato. Really annoying to play against, especially when you're on the T side. That guy's M4 is absolutely ridiculous. As we do see Mane joining back, so we should be resuming with the game very, very quickly. Still early days though, just 5 rounds played out so far. Still 3-2, so it's still no one's game at the moment. It could just swing either way depending on this round right now. See what we do here. Pasha solid with the AWP. He has a spawn for long. For a long towards the haystack area, and he's gonna probably take the shot. Yes, he is. Now, there's no AWP to counter him. He could actually catch someone off guard, but that someone isn't gonna be Kappa, and he should be playing very passively. Kappa's actually been one of the better lurkers in the scene, from what I've seen of him. Pasha clearing out the angles, doesn't spot anyone, should be careful. Impale is right around the corner, smoke's gonna bloom, and Impale just gonna walk into the timing is perfect. But Pasha Sahil, he's gonna get the kill. Mane is so lucky to be alive, 19 HP, and he's making the escape. That's a man advantage established early on. Although, Mane is very low indeed. Now we see Markalon and Forsaken making their way towards drop. Mollies on the floor, ensure that CT's present. They can move towards drop. Flash is raining out as well, however, the 3 players. Nado's got a lot of work to do. 56 seconds on the clock, very early. Playing the Buster. He spots out the... just pushing in through the flames, the madman, the absolute madman, and they might not be expecting this Buster. It's all about timing. Spots out the player, finds Smoke, a perfect shot to the head, and he's done the job, and he's playing the man advantage of having. It's kind of low as well, the off's kind of far away. Buster making his way to KFC. I'm not sure if he got spotted out, by the way. Tiny little gap in the smoke there. The bomb is going to get planted, and they have an inkling. He is playing with a chicken coop area, but he's going to stay alive. These post plants aren't that great, though. They kind of a rough spot. And Kappa instantly turns around, finds Nato. This is not going to be an easy retake. Kappa's hit, I think he almost spots it out. Here on the corner, finds one. Kappa with a quick trade, and that's going to be one man remaining alive. Pasha Sahil in a 1v2. There's no time remaining. He's got to make his escape. That off is a little too expensive to give away so easily, and SemperX are going to get the third round. But yet... It's still a tight game. Royale. Just one player surviving SemperX as well, Mark-Alon. So, money's still not that great for SemperX. They do manage to string a couple of rounds together, but they have suffered too many casualties. However, this is a round for them to farm. But EXE, I wouldn't be surprised if Execution went for the force buy here. They got Smoker and Jump Rogue can buy up. Pasha Sahil can probably drop a UMP to one of his teammates. And one of the other players can probably buy 5-7. They could have forced it up. It would make sense, because SemperX's money is still kind of... They could break them, but instead, they're going to go the safe route. Just pistols, no upgraded armor, nothing. No utility either. And Pasha Sahil with the AW. But he is looking the wrong way, and it's going to be Buster just running and gunning. He is just mopping up the frags with that Mag 10 of his. Will reload as well. There is Nato waiting around the corner. They've done the job. Buster barreling in like a madman. 2 kills. Forsaken's going to remain in the meantime. Buster is going to take of course he's going to pick up another frag on the Nato. Last guy remaining alive is going to be Pasha Sahil. Trying to hold on to this op here, and they might just hunt him. Spots out Forsaken, gets the kill. Now the hunt is on. You can see everyone barreling towards him. He's going to be spotted out by Mark-Alon. But Pasha Sahil with an op. Spot him out, but missed the shot at Mark-Alon. He will make him pay for that miss, as that is going to be the round for SemperX. However, Execution will go for the immediate buy. That eco round enabling them to go for a very solid buy here. Op once more in the hands of Pasha Sahil. The rest of them M4s. Utility is going to be sparse. And again, these are one of the... little bit of a strange decision I see. Like Nato and Mene, I thought they would probably go for UMPs. Probably play from drop. Probably play from, I don't know, like plateau over in B. Like, or over in Haystack, over in A short right here, right? They could play with the UFPs and they could buy up utility as well. So I'm a little curious, and this is a trend I'm seeing nowadays in most of the Indian teams, and even Risky or Nasser Esports as they're known now. For example, like most of the teams in South Asia, they prefer going for the M4 armor buy rather than playing it more safe and at least going for a UMP or a FAMAS, and both are pretty viable guns. And instead, and having a little bit of extra utility, which I'm seeing a lot of teams aren't doing. Double pop flashes, trying to keep the... Gotta go for a plate. Still have time to work with though. And a pretty good sum of utility as well. Now if you look at Execution, they have no more utility remaining. 1 flashbang. That's all they have in the hand of Smoker. And he's gonna use it up. As Incendiary is going to shift up, but he's going to get the kill. Buster completely isolated from the rest of his teammates. Not so sure why he had to push out through the smoke, but he will get taken down. Now they have the flank coming in from Mene as well. This is huge. He can get himself a lot of free kills. Get the second kill as Mark-Alon alone here, and it's going to be Pasha Sahil. He's going to get the frag, and that is going to be the round once again, going the way of Execution. So pretty back and forth rounds right now. SemperX winning the pistol round, then Execution winning 3 in a row, followed by SemperX winning 3 in a row before Execution bringing it back in their favor. SemperX will be able to go for the buy, however. Okay, money to work with. With the up once more, trying to find a quick over at long. However, the action is towards B. Flashback is perfect, but the spray is abysmal. Smoke up. Too many players to shoot at, 3 guys, and he couldn't get a single kill. He didn't do any damage either. Kappa is the only guy who took any damage, and he's on 76 HP, so... Great flashbang, but not able to quite take it. Forsaken, just marking the flank, but he is playing very, very safe. into the speed bombs that Flash is draining out. Nato's very blind, but Jumpero is going to get the kill onto Impale. Mania finds Markle. In the meantime, Buster does reply back, but Nato, he hasn't been spotted out yet. And is Buster going to check this corner is a question. Nato, too many angles to check. He's very, very paranoid indeed. And okay, Buster shoots the back of his teammate. The head Kappa. He's not checked Nato. He's got to pick up 2 kills, and now Buster left alone. So he was so very patient, and his patience gets rewarded as Main idea where Buster is. He gets the shot through the edge of the wall of the parapet, and now Buster on 6 HP. 22 seconds. He needs to land 2 crisp headshots, but he's in a rough spot here. He's gonna find nothing. Pasha style will take him down, and that is going to be the round going the way. Of execution, stringing a couple of rounds together. Watch the style. I actually remember a couple of people asking, like, why would he put Pasha in his name? Because you know, why are he trying to copy Pasha? Well, his name is Pasha. His name is actually Pasha Sahil. So that's there. Fast play towards A. It's a new defense. One, but will be taken away Impale. Pasha Sahil with the AWP. It's an easy shot. Someone's going to cross on over. They're still holding the line though. And they don't have any utility to cross over. That's a problem for a second. Picks up an M4 though, and Pasha Sahil is holding the line. 3v3. They still need to cross on over, and Pasha looks the wrong way. I'm not sure what that information was. I'd rather Smoker have covered his back. Smoker could cover his back while Pasha Sahil had his crosshair trained there. He's still going to pick up the frag on it for a second. That's the M4 down. Now Markland with the Deagle's got to do a lot of work. He's alone. Desert Eagle and the Dream. Jumper's going to get a kill, and that's going to be round number 6 for execution. Bomb does get planted for SemperX, so they should be pretty happy with the way that one played out. Jumper's been actually having a pretty good game so far. 30 frags for him. 10 rounds. Sahil balls the angle from him. Can he spot the guy at the edge of the cross? He goes for the flick shot. Missed by a tiny little sliver. Heavy presence drop here. Smoker's got to do a lot of work. Smoke's gonna come out. For the peak, for the flash timing, pristine. Kappa's gonna get Pasha, who was being highly aggressive, and now Smoker's got to do a lot of work for a second. Holding the line. The timing works out beautifully for Smoker. For a second, caught looking the wrong way. Now it's a 4v4, 48 seconds remaining on the clock. They got to go for the play here. It's got to be Kappa leading the way alongside Markle. Pushing in, and the trades are going the way of SemperX. There's still a man to the side, and it's going to be Kappa. But Jumpero finds 2 huge kills, leaving it all on the Mehu versus Buster. And Buster, he's got time. He's got 28 seconds to work with. Mehu, but Mehu is going to clutch it out. The headshot from a distance. And that's going to be round number 7 for execution. They're somehow managing to string rounds together. 4 rounds in a row now. And SemperX, they are going to go for the force. I'm not sure why, but they're going to go for the force buy. And main end. This is interesting. This is very highly aggressive for main end. He's pushed very deep. In the meantime, it is a slaughter over at A B. Never mind, there's still a guy there. And Markelon going for the wall bang. Helps scout Kappa, but Nato will find for a second. In the meantime, this is a tense standoff. This force fight might actually work on the cables. Flashes way out from the E-box room. As they do have the flank. Mane is in a great spot here. For Markelon, he has a very good idea where he is. Incendiary is going to push out Markelon, who will make his escape, but he's out in the open. Mane, who finds one with quick trade coming in from Kappa, who Nato knows where he is. And Nato, great flick shot to Kappa, but does he know where Impale is the question. Impale is in the position for the C4, and Nato, he can just tap it. Doesn't have a kit to work with, though, and Impale playing it very safe. He's not peeking around the corner. And Nato is going to go for the tap again. He's gonna run. Holding the line, wins the duel, and it's gonna be round number 5 for SemperX. And with that, Execution's money is gonna be destroyed. Obviously, because if you look at the rounds they won, they had 2 guys stay alive, 2 guys stay alive, 3 guys stay alive, and just 1 person stay alive. So the money was never that great. Sahil. With the AWP, they've gone for the force buy. This is again a heavy presence again towards B. SemperX realizing that Execution's hold at B is very susceptible to just sheer firepower, and they're going to be trying to force their way in here. Unfortunately, Pasha Sahil is in the wrong site, and will rotation work out as much as main is pushing out as well towards A. They have no eyes. Junkero is blind, and he's burning. He's got to go for a play. Impale's going to take him down. That's just almost like a panic play from Jumper. Smoke out with the Eagle, trying to find something with the Desert Eagle here, but Buster's going to get a frag. Still alive, but for a second coming out from the box room. Finds 2 quick kills, and just like that, the round is pretty much done and dusted. Main left in a 1v5, 15 armor in hand, but that is about it. There's nothing he can do. Probably would be looking to salvage the AWP, be looking the wrong way. Kappa will win the duel. Actually, Buster steals the frag away from Kappa. SemperX. Penultimate round of the first half. Fast play towards A. This is such a smart call for SemperX. Very smart call. They're mixing it up, and Execution have gone for the B stack, and there's no one at B. That is just so unfortunate. Bomb is going to get planted. It's a free round. It's a free round for SemperX. Score's going to be 7-all. They don't have anything to lose, though. They're just going to be pushing in, but this is going to be a slaughter. Marco finds 1, 2, and they're all dead in a matter of seconds. Forsaken finds with a frag as well, and all his teammates too. Buster, unfortunately, didn't get a single frag. 7-all, as Execution will go for the final buy of the first half. It's been interesting as to how the rounds have come about. It's been in streaks, like 3 rounds in a row for Execution, 3 rounds in a row for SemperX, then 4 rounds in a row for Execution, and now 3 in a row for SemperX. The question is, who's going to win the final round? Who is going to go into the second half with a lead? Smoke for E-box. Smoke up. Playing the smoke perfectly. Gets a kill at Buster. In the meantime, we also have Impale, who has been taken down. So, 2-man advantage initially. Silent to work, finds 2 kills over at drop. Markland forsaken both the fall, and he has barely taken any damage either. And all of a sudden, without barely seeing any action, Kappa's left alone in 1v5. There's nothing much you can do. Absolutely nothing. It would take a miracle at the moment. 2 players waiting and watching, and Nato will not even allow him to get one consolation frag. Could have been called with both the teams. Execution will go into the second half with the 1-round lead. Now, once upon a time, 8 rounds on the CD side is huge on Cobblestone, but right now, I think it's way more CD-sided, and but then again, it's an international meta. It's in the international meta, the CD-sided. Inside, it still favors the T side for most teams, apart from just a couple of oddballs. So let's see. He's out. Alright, we're going to be having a restore coming in. Alright, Buster seems to have lagged out, so a little bit of a technical issue. Tiny little pause. Here we go. Fast play, alright. Execution, not waiting any time. No execution, it's just going to come barreling out. A couple of flashbacks to work with. Here comes a flash out. But Impale with the USB. This guy is deadly with those pistols. Finds 2 kills. Where he is. As Pasha Sal will take him down. But the 2 guys trapped in the site. And oh, this flashbangs are good though. That's going to allow Smoker to get himself in a great position. Hugging the wall as he's left alone. Are they going to check the corner? No, they're not. This is huge. Oh, this is... Wait, what? Wait, what? Smoker! He's going to go off. Find 2. That was incredible. Incredible trigger discipline from Smoker. But a 1v4 was a little bit too much to deal with, as SemperX will win the round. That was very, very, very sneaky from Smoker. I love what he did there. There were 2 guys on the side, and he used the chaos, like when flashes were raining out, he used his flashes to make his escape. And that was so smart. That was so smart from Smoker. But yeah, 4 kills. A little bit too much to ask of him. Execution. They get the bomb down, so that means money in the bank. No need to go for the buy. Just Peter 50s. Couple of deagles. That's about it. Smoker. Pasha Sal with the deags. 5 Peter 50s and Jumpero and Mane. I'd actually like to see a fast play. I'd like to see a faster play on an eco round to try and get the bomb down, because let's be honest, your chances of winning on an eco round are quite negligible, so might as well just, you know, maximize your luck and try and push towards a bomb site, get a couple of kills, maybe. That's something. Pasha Sal slowly sneaking his way in. He can actually make his way in. It's all about timing. It is all about timing. If Kappa doesn't spot him out, he can actually walk on. Nade's gonna sail in. And it's gonna be Pasha Sal making his way. So this player waiting before Forsaken. He's gonna find 1-2, finds 2. Before it gets quickly taken by Jumper up, but then the damage has been done. Kappa will pick up the FAMAS as well to ensure that they just have 1 casualty that round. The EXE now with the buy once more. 5 AKs? Curious, because they didn't get the bomb down a second round, just 1 kill as well, and that means the utility is going to be extremely sparse. 4 smokes and 2 flashbangs. This is a curious buy. They have enough to go for an execute towards the bomb site, maybe, but it's going to come down a lot to contact plays. And, right now, I think the best bet would be trying to get an initial pick. There's what Jump Row and Smoke are looking for at the moment. They're looking for aggression to come out from the CT so they can at least get a pick. Incendiary. Smoker's gonna... Sorry, NATO is immediately gonna... That's a dead giveaway. That is a dead giveaway. Forsaken through the smoke. He's doing so much damage. He's being held up by his teammate as well at his Kappa. Oh, they're stuck. They're stuck in the smoke. Forsaken, he can find 2 kills here. Finds 1. He has no idea there's another player inside of the smoke. He's gonna escape. No, he's not. And it's gonna be Mania and Pasha Sal to answer back with a vengeance. And Imperial's gonna make haste and Buster. He can just get the round here, but Jump Pro is gonna win the duel. Buster completely whiffs it. Oh, that's heartbreaking. If he got that kill, the bomb was right in front of him. Right in front of him, but gets taken down. And now Marklon, he has no idea how low Mane and Jumper are, so he's gonna fall back. Not even gonna bother going for the retake, and that is gonna be the round going the way of execution. I really liked the aggression from Forsaken, but I think his teammate should have done more work. I think it was it Impale? Behind him, he should have probably put down some covering fire while he was making his escape. The aggression was good, but the exit strategy was a little poor, in my opinion. But what do I know? I'm not even global leader matchmaking. Game will resume. AKs and SemperX, they'll be able to go for the buy. And again, they really like this B bomb side. Tail, great position. And 4 is deadly. Insta death from this gun. For more 1v1 in a third. And Pashasal and Nap replies. Quick snap replies. Pashasal with 2. And just like that, the man advantage for SemperX, which lasted just a grand total of 3 seconds. For Pashasal and Nato got 3 frags back to back. And now it's retake time once more. For a Satan and Buster. Then here he's going to flush them out. However, they have the smoke to cover them. It's not deep enough. For a second, retake together. It's going to be for a second left alone in 1v3. It's going to be Jumper appearing around the corner of the statue. Gets the kill. That's another round going the way of execution. SemperX. Interesting setup here from SemperX. They've gone for the full B stack and execution. They are paranoid. They're like, alright. Perhaps might be a stack. Let's take it slow. Let's feel it out. We got more than enough utility to work with. This is interesting. They made a lot of noise over mid, but they're not for the stack. Slim plays for a second, he's gonna get the first. He's dangerous with that gun. He's just gonna find more. Mark will try to do some damage, but he's gonna get taken down as well. Now Buster is far away playing towards the E-box. He's expecting someone to come and drop, but they have no idea. All four players are making the way from Plateau. The bomb is gonna get planted now. Spoke up with an AK. Runs out of bullets. Scraps the corner. Still gonna take the fight. Finds Impale. Buster does manage to find Smoker. But it's all he'll find as Kappa is like, yeah, I'm gonna just get the hell out of here. That is gonna be the round going the way of EXE. Little expensive, perhaps, but they could have little expensive. And Kappa, alright. It's on the hunt. Man in 2 HP. Kappa, there he is. Headshot as well. A little bit of an overkill. Picks up an AK. For more damage, but won't be able to switch over to the AK in time. Jumper will end him, and that's going to be round number 11, going the way of Team Execution. They are definitely making SemperX sweat at the moment. Full on execute, but it is going to be Buster opening things up. He finds one. Mane won't be able to get it straight in time. Nice to get a frag, but Buster just running in the do a lot of damage over the health of Impale, and Marco just completely slaughtering everyone coming into the B-bomb side as Execution will have absolutely nothing that round. They will not even get a single kill. That's their round. The rest of the back by SemperX, which is first round in 4. Execution. Doing some work here. Mane replying back with the deagle of his. Be careful. Cautious is extremely potent. Looking to find something here. However, Kappa, great position for him. But out in the open, a double peek could be troublesome. Smoke's gonna come in. Pretty decent crossfire here. Goes for the spray. Won't be able to convert anything. And okay then, Pasha Sahil. What are you even doing? Finds another one. Forsaken, probably left wondering what is going on. What is going on? Pasha Sahil going absolutely massive. Forsaken now in a 1v2. He has no idea what Pasha Sahil is. It's just clearing out the corners. And Pasha Sahil with the quad kill. That is just absolutely nutty. 4K with a deagle. No armor, no problem. That is just disgusting. Just absolutely disgusting from Pasha Sahil. I don't even. I really have no words. I really have no words. That is a round they had no business losing. And SemperX are going to be in for a world of pain here. They're going to be able to go for another buy, but the money is getting whittled down. If they lose this round, the money is going to be destroyed. That means Execution can get to round number 14. aggression. But Smoker is ready, waiting, makes the escape, doesn't bother taking the fight. He knows they're strapped for cash. He knows the utility is poor. He knows he doesn't need to give away. Doesn't need to give away any free AKs or give away the man advantage to SemperX. Although they have taken a bit of damage, but Mane and Smoker, in their 60s, they're taking this very, very slow. This round is very crucial for both the teams. For SemperX, if they want to ensure that they don't have to struggle. Impale is going to get the kill over the lurk onto Mane. And here comes the play. Arpan from above. He finds one. Kappa is going to punch us out and leave it all on the Smoker, who's going to get taken down. Buster will help out his teammate as Marshall getting a little greedy there. There was an M4, instead he just went for the AK-47, not able to pick it up in time. As that is going to be SemperX bringing it back again, keeping quite a few number of players alive as well. And for execution, decisions. The decision is they're going to go for the buy. That is interesting. It's a 4C buy. Mane with the Tech 9, the nerfed Tech 9. But the first bullet accuracy is just ridiculous right now, as Pasha Sile is struggling to get on the shoulders of Mr. Smoker. Smoker. Smoked off. Marklot. Oh, Pasha Sile in the flames. The Bale's going to get the kill. Great. Is it going to come in? Is the trying to make the escape? Great Molotov as well. Incendiary to keep them at bay. And just like that, man advantage taken by SemperX. Although the AWP can be picked up, but they're really, really scared to cross on over because the Impale is just holding the line. He's like, I dare you. I double dare you. Walk out. And he is gonna get the kill. Although man is the better AW Impale. This guy just being a thorn in their side, and it's all on Mr. Jump Pro. Well, that's been MVP so far. But it has a lot of work to do. 22 seconds, 4 kills. Is a very hard ask indeed. They can end him, and that is going to be round number 12 for SemperX. They tie things up again. Things are looking rough for execution. Forsaken, 3 kills. That is just nutty. Gets another one. It's an eco bashing, yes, but great control from him. But he has no idea when Master is being very sneaky with Buster guy. Hold on there. What are you doing here? Takes him down. That is gonna be the round. That is gonna be the round. Impale, along the line in the meantime, waiting for the cross on Nova. As execution, they have the buy, but this game is getting really, really tight at the moment. 12 to 13. SemperX, they have a lead, just 1 round. But luckily for them, they've managed to string a couple of rounds together without losing too many players. That means the money is looking quite good as well. Execution. On the other hand, well, if Pasha Sile keeps hitting shots like that, it's going to help their cause. If they lose this round, the money is going to be wrecked. And that means SemperX is going to be having no trouble getting to round number 15. So this is a very crucial round for execution. It's even more crucial than for SemperX, as they are making their way towards drop. Impale is waiting. Flashbang is not perfect. Impale, oh no, 6 he's getting hunted down. He's getting killed, but a quick trade's going to come in and he's going to get fragged. Henry might be a little too late to attack, but he's going to find his honest Marklund with the spray. He finds one, finds two, stays alive. All on Nato now in a 1v2. Marklund is going to land a headshot. Bomb is going to get planted with 30 seconds remaining on the clock, but the retake is coming in as Forsaken. With this Nato, bomb down. Forsaken. He hasn't budged yet. Now he's slowly going to sneak his way in. He has no idea. I'm a little surprised he didn't go for the peak while the plant was happening. Playing it very safe. Clear out all the corners. It's all about timing. Senior is going to come into the KFC. Nato. Going to take the fight here, but it's going to be Forsaken. It's going to win the duel as SemperX get to round number 14, and the money is not that great for execution. It's going to be the 4th round loss bonus. It's going to be $2,900 plus the bomb plan. It's about $3,700 on every single player here, or a little bit of more than that. Which is workable. They can work with this. The bomb plan pretty much saving them, but valiant effort from Nato there in the end. And Marklund actually saving the game there. 2 kills he got on top, boosted up right next to the tree. Buster just holding towards drop. B long area. He's just been dominant. Shooting the nade. Yes, Impale. Let's shoot the nade. Careful, Impale. Oh no, gets taken down. Timing is atrocious, but incendiary from beyond the grave. That's going to help him out. That's going to save Buster. And Buster, he's just aggressing and he's holding the off angle. Pasha's expecting it. Walks straight into the crosshair. Buster's going to avoid the fight. He's going to take the fight. Finds Nato as well. And that's going to be one guy staying alive. Jump Pro in a 1v3. Find way more, and Forsaken will end him. 15-12 for SemperX. Need one more round here to close this one out. And max loss bonus kicking in for execution. But they didn't get the bomb down, they didn't get too many kills, and that means the AK and armor and utility is going to be very rough. We might be seeing some Galils coming out here, maybe even a UMP. Nope, Galils, AKs, they're just going to go for the fights here. Mehu not even going for head armor. He's like, I want the AK, I'm just going to take the fight. But 2 smokes and a flashbang. 2 smokes and a flashbang is pretty hard to work with, especially on Cobblestone. But they've gone for the A play. Forsaken. He should hear them. He should hear them. Walk straight to his crosshair and Forsaken. He's just barreling out mid. And it's Impale. He's got to play this safe. Forsaken's in a great spot. And he's getting... They know where he is. Smoker's going to find Impale out. Forsaken comes barreling out. Firing around it. Going to find Jumper Row. Flashbang's going to sail up. He's going to line up another flashbang to go for this. But it's so very low. There's going to be Mehu who's going to get a huge load of capital. But Forsaken as well. He's doing huge work here. Mark on the left low. The 2v3. The wall back for Buster. Not able to find anything. Flashbang's going to come out. Mehu is going to avoid it very, very comfortably. He's going to find Marklon. And now Buster left alone in a 1v3. There's nothing much you can do here. Execution, just switching it up. But he needs to save. There is no time remaining. And execution, just a slight change in pace. Switching it up towards A. And catching SemperX with the pants down, or underpants wrapped around their ankles. That's a huge round. They had no, like, almost no utility. They had like 2 smokes and a flashbang, or 1 smoke and 2 flashbang, something like that. And the 1 smoke was towards the door, and it just worked out. That's the only smoke they needed. And that's the problem of having a setup like this. And that is the problem of having a setup where you have just 1 guy towards A, and the 4 guys towards drop in B. There is a chance that players can sneak up towards mid, or run up. Nato, timing is good. Buster should be careful. He has no idea where Nato is. Buster. Nice flashbang. But Nato, he hasn't budged yet. They have no idea where he is. If only they knew. If only they knew. Buster has an incendiary. He's gonna peer around the corner though. Markham's gonna flash down, and Buster is gonna fall as well. Nato single-handedly getting 2 kills. He's out of 12 HP, but he's done his job. And Smoke and Nato both very low. But those 2 kills are gonna draw the rotation. Now all the 3 CTs towards B and drop. In the meantime, look at this. The 3 guys sneaking their way over towards A. And we might just be seeing, potentially seeing overtime here, ladies and gents. Mane sneaking in, spots out a player. He's Forsaken. He's trapped in the site. They know where he is. Incendiary to ensure that he stays alive for a while longer. Mane is a thorn, and everyone's side is finally going to get taken out by Kappa, but Forsaken out the open finds one, but he gets taken out by Jumper. And now Kappa's got to go big, just finds one, and Jumper will get a huge frag, and that is going to be round number 14 for execution. One more round to take it overtime. One more round is all they need. SemperX. It's a pretty close game, I won't lie. It's been a very back and forth, very exciting game. SemperX. That's a big Molotov there, and Nato's like, alright, I'm getting the hell out of there. He smokes himself off, makes his escape. He really likes that position, and that's a pretty nice incendiary from SemperX, knowing that Nato likes playing the position. I'm a little surprised they didn't go for the spray though, like through the smoke or whatever. When they toss it incendiary, they could have just, you know, rattled off a few bullets. Jumper just clearing out the corners. Buster, he has a lot of noise. Playing safe towards E-box. It is going to be a B hit coming in. Impale is going to go for it. Is he going to aggress out? No, he's not. He's going to be Pasha Sal. He's going to get the first frag. That is drop completely compromised. Kappa in a rough spot. He's going to find one. The second kill is not going to go his way. It's Marklon. His reply back, but Smoke is going to find Marklon. It's all in Forsaken. Left alone in 1v3. You might just see overtime here. Jumpero. That Forsaken finds Mane. He knows where Jumpero is. And Smoker getting the bomb down. So Forsaken has some information to work with. But he's got to make his way to the side. He's still got to stick the defuse. He's got a kit in the nade. He's trying to use the smoke against them. This is pretty smart from him, but he might just turn around and Jumper might just get the kill. But he's being very methodical. All the cameras snaps on the smoker. He knows where Jumpero is. He's got a flashbang. He's got a kit as well. Is he going to stick it? Yes, he is. He's going to stick it, and he's going to get it in time. He's going to win it for his team. Forsaken flushes it out. The 1v3 and the defuse with balls of sheer steel. 16-14. SemperX will close it out. And that is going to be the round. Heartbreaking for execution. I mean, they played their hearts out. Pasha Sile, Nato, all of them showing, especially Nato and Smoka. Like, I don't think they've played in a very long time. The last time they played was Invictus. I mean, they played in a lot of teams, but the last time they played in the top tier, so to speak, of Indian Counter-Strike was back even when I was playing 2 years back when they played with in Invictus with Ribby and whatnot. Almost 2.5 years back. But that's it. GG, well played. Pretty exciting game. Pretty fun game, I won't lie. Had fun casting that. My name is Blair. Hope you guys enjoyed the game. I'll see you guys in the probably tomorrow, if I'm not much mistaken, 2:30 p.m. on D Sports on television. And I'll be seeing you guys tomorrow with another game of the ESL India Premiership. So that's it from my end here, guys. Adios.
Well, definitely SemperX's day there as they defeat Excellence of Execution. They're 16-14 in their favor. And everybody just joining us right about now on the YouTube gaming channel of ESL India. Welcome you all. This is brought to you by Oman by HP, HyperX and Zawi by BenQ. And moving on to the course of things here, we have a Dota 2 match between Aggressive 5 and Team Akatsuki. So let's quickly take a look at both the teams here. Starting with Akatsuki, they're based out in Nepal and made up of the former roster of 4 Medical along with 3C4 DEA. The team is now managed by former 4 Medical captain Kunal Kunyote Milsena. They are led by Sagar Madra KC. Now, they are pretty popular in the Nepal zone, whereas the opposition, Aggressive 5, is led by Onkar Pasol Urankar. They're based out of Bombay and one of the top tier teams of India. In fact, they opted for a roster change during the fall transfer window. Batosa has left. Darshan A35 Bata will be joining Aggressive 5, whereas Paddling and Negi are switching their roles right about now. So this is A5, whereas the opposition, Akatsuki, are all set and geared up to face the onslaught from Pasol and gang. Will they be able to bear it or not? We'll find out soon.
want to take this moment to thank ESL India.
We're gonna wreck them.
Gets dashed up twice, doesn't have the lead, is just getting controlled by the nether bashes one after the other. One snacks his back with a back in the wall, with ice path on top of it.
Real quick with the 3v2, all of a sudden an ace star, an ace going huge. One man remaining, Carrybomb finds ace, so now it's a 1v1. Excalibur reading it fine, does a lot of damage. Is he gonna get the kill? Carrybomb, no! He lands the headshot.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen, your cosmic champions for ESL India Premiership.
Turn around 3 times. Start shooting.
Personalize the way you see everything, and then conquer. Exclusive black equalizer brightens dark scenes without overexposing bright areas. Use the S switch to quickly access the setting and switch between save modes. Adjust the angle effortlessly for maximum comfort.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the ESL India Premiership. My name is Vivek, and today we have Team Akatsuki taking on Aggressive 5. But both sides are yet to connect into the game, and I guess we're just going to quickly de-host the lobby. So I'm going to be back in a bit. Production will obviously keep you occupied until then. We'll be quickly underway with the game. Sorry about this. Wow. Okay.
Cold light falling on the ground. Long day, but we won't back down. One thing playing on our minds. Long wait, but we won't give up now. You crave the love I gave, and we'll do it again. A cold night getting warmer now. The ground shakes as our love gets loud. We are the champions of the night. We are the champions of the night. Yeah. We are the fighting tide, the ones that burn so bright. We are the champions of the night. Champions of the night. Can't tell if we're dreaming now. We watch as the fire falls down. One thing playing on our minds. Time stops and we don't make a sound. You crave the love I gave, and we'll do it again. A cold night getting warmer now. The ground shakes as our love gets loud.
want to take this moment to thank ESL India.
We're gonna wreck them.
Gets dashed up twice, doesn't have the lead, is just getting controlled by the...
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the ESL India Premiership. We are finally live, and if I did see 46 people hanging around on the stream waiting patiently. It dropped to 33. 10 of them decided that watching TI was the better thing to do, and only 10 of them have the right idea what's honestly the better option at this point. But we're here, and the reason the wait took so long was Akatsuki were just not loading into the game. They're having a bunch of internet issues. We kept hosting time and time again, but they just kept on disconnecting. Anywho, the draft's underway. It's Aggressive 5, the standout team from phase 1. They didn't end up losing a single game. They were undefeated to Entity. They didn't lose to IQ. But this time, the Masters League gets a lot more serious because we have teams like Genesis in the mix, which are around an average of 8k MMR. We also have Signify, which is somewhere there up high in terms of MMR. And IQ is there, of course. Entity, however, they're going to start their run once more from the Challenger League. They are going to be playing with their new roster. So because they had to switch rosters up, they have to restart their campaign in the ESL in their Premiership.
10 seconds remaining.
So yeah, that's a quick update for those of you that have missed out. And back to the draft, we're seeing a Slada ban as well as a Viper ban. And Akatsuki targeting Pinkman and Negi with these first two bans here. They don't want Pinkman to get his hero. And not Negi, excuse me, but it's actually Paddling who plays a fair bit of the Viper. Akatsuki, they're opening with a strong roamer in the form of the Night Stalkers, so they've got good vision control. That's going for them. And they might look to pair this up with something like a Bat Rider. What do Aggressify respond with, though? They could get a vision hero themselves, maybe something like the Monkey King, Keeper of the Light, or they could just go with a strong roamer like the Clockwork, which is something they've picked up a lot for Pinkman. But instead, it's the Earth Spirit who makes his debut in the ESL India Premiership. This is pretty much the first time I'm seeing the Earth Spirit get picked in... It did get picked in the summer phase, but in the fall phase, this is pretty much the first time. And he's got the Darks here to go along with him. So the AoE team fight for Aggressify looking really strong. Akatsuki pick up the Oracle. Are there any cheese strats on the way? Maybe a Huska pick up. Yeah, it can't be ruled out. And Aggressify, they're not taking the chances. They banned out the Huska. Although Oracle, all in all, is a good support versus the Darks here. You can purge off the Iron Shell with Fortune's End. Fortune's End is a root. It's good at holding the Darkseer in place. So a bunch of reasons why this hero makes sense versus Darkseer. So laning all in all for the Darkseer is going to be pretty horrible. And they catch him in place with the Fortune's End. I'm pretty sure that the Night Stalker can run him down in nighttime. There's not much a Darkseer can do. We're seeing a Bloodseeker getting banned out. This is something Aggressify could have picked up themselves. But yeah, I mean, they even did have first pick after this ban phase, but they're just banning out the Bloodseeker. Akatsuki, they've banned out the Warlock, but Lich is slipping through the draft. I hope Akatsuki are paying attention. They are chewing through reserve time. They're thinking of what Pasol likes to play. Pasol does like to play the Lich as well as the Silencer a fair bit. And how do you end up banning here, actually? Do you give him the Lich or do you give him the Silencer? I think you'd want to ban out the Lich. Because Pasol is... I mean, off late, he's been sort of committed to the idea of helping out A35 in the off lane. With the Lich and with other heroes as well. And I presume in this case, especially Aggressify will be trying to get the hands on the Lich. Instead, Akatsuki ban out the Venomancer. I mean, a worthy ban indeed. But they're still going to let the Lycan slip through. And Aggressify have got the hero that ends up doing the most healing in the game in the form of the Lycan. Yeah, Howl actually ends up showing in your in-game stats as a heal. And he does anywhere between 20 to 40,000 worth of heal in the game. I think Matumba Man has the record for the highest heal ever done in a game of Dota. So Oracle's got competition. He's also got problems though. The Oracle does run the risk of being run down by the Lycan, which now seems to make sense. I mean, now I know why Aggressify brand out the Bloodseeker. One of the best ways to control the Lycan when he pops the Shapeshift. And Akatsuki, they'll have to look for other options here to deal with the Lycan. They also should be looking for a little bit of deep push in some form. They've revealed their two supports, so it's very clear that they're going to pick up a core at this point. And they're going to go with the Magnus. I'm not a fan of the Akatsuki lineup. I mean, this is when Earth Spirit would shine, right? They're all melee heroes up against him. Boulder Smash is a lot easier to land because they tend to group up and everybody's going to look at grouping up after an RP. You got great counter initiation in the form of the Darkseer and the Earth Spirit. And unless Akatsuki managed to come out with a massive lead early on, this game is already mighty difficult for them. Lit surprisingly slipping through. Aggressify are going with the Disruptor, only making the team fight a whole lot stronger. And I like this pickup because Magnus tends to jump in and initiate with the skewer. And when he doesn't connect with it, he can be punished. Aggressify can just glimpse him back. So a lot of pressure on the Magnus already.
5 seconds remaining.
I'd really like to see Akatsuki pick up another core who can initiate. So they're obviously going to pick up a melee core. Which melee core does well versus the Lycan? It's going to be the Juggernaut. That's... I mean, you were sort of locked into picking up the Juggernaut. You want the Blade Fury to be able to run away from the Disruptor. To at least run away from the kinetic field and even shrug off the glimpse.
5 seconds remaining.
So you are somewhat going to be able to deal with the Disruptor to some extent with your core. Last man for Aggressify, they're looking to ban out a mid hero. They're going to ban out the Puck, which I really like. Akatsuki were probably looking for some more initiation coming out from the mid laner. The Puck ban is really nice. And Akatsuki, they're thinking about banning out something in the mid lane. First pick does go to Akatsuki, so this ban is, well, it's just going to try and cover up the tracks as much as possible.
5 seconds.
They might think that Aggressify want to pick up the Temporal Assassin and ban it out themselves. Or... So they ban out the Storm Spirit. This gives me the idea that they're looking at the Tinker in the mid lane. It is something Akatsuki have played in the past. They played it versus J&D. And that's the best explanation of the Storm ban, right? You're looking to do away with one of the heroes that best counters the Tinker in the mid lane. I mean, not in the lane, but not in the lane so much, but as the game progresses, he's got the catch to make sure that Tinker doesn't get away from the trees. And indeed, Akatsuki, they're going to go with that Tinker. So they got good burst damage, defensive support, a little bit of vision coming out from the Night Stalker. All in all, a well-rounded draft coming out from Akatsuki.
10 seconds remaining.
It is a decent draft. I mean, if this Night Stalker gets up and going, could be really tough for Aggressify. And Darkseer is not going to have a fun time in lane. I really hope Akatsuki do manage to shut him down early on, because Aggressify will be looking for the utility that comes out of his mech and Greaves and whatnot. You also got Magnus and Juggernaut. Really looking to see Aggressify try and contest the jungle as much as possible early on. Just to make sure that Juggernaut is not flash farming those stats in the jungle. So yeah, expect to see a lot of aggressive rotations from Aggressify into the enemy jungle. This is also rather interesting because right now Pursuil's picked up the Earth Spirit, And you got Pinkman on the disruptor. So Aggressify, they switch things up. They are experimenting. And why not? After finishing phase 1 with a comprehensive win across every team, they've earned themselves a little bit of downtime to experiment. Last pick cleaner though. I guess the mid lane is not going to be a lot of fun for the Tinker. We're probably going to see a lot of 2v2 action in the mid lane. It's probably going to be the Tinker with the Night Stalker, while Puzzle and the Earth Spirit is going to continuously try and roll in. Which is why it's crucial that he gets off to a good start as far as the warding is concerned. You want to get a ward, a sentry on your cliff, so that yeah, he's already rolling into the mid lane, gets the observer off. I think he was pinged out though. So the Oracle seems to know it's been dropped. He's got a sentry. Yeah, this ward is really crucial. I mean, yeah, he's even... Hold on. There's a lot of frantic pinging in the mid lane, and Oracle's going to get the T1. This is a small win for Akatsuki in the mid lane. This means that the Earth Spirit's not going to be able to roll in with a vision advantage. I mean, he's going to try and roll in when the waves push in, when Tinker's not up his high ground. And the real benefit, the small real victory for Aggressify in that fight is in that small skirmish, actually, that small skirmish over warding and vision in the mid lane, is that Earth Spirit doesn't have a ward up his cliff. So he could stand in the mid lane and not get spotted out. An aggressive ward up the dire cliff would really help out Tinker and help him stay atop these Earth Spirit rotations. But this is the first time I'm seeing Puzzle play this hero. He started with the Orb of Venom and a bunch of Tangus and an Ironwood branch. Mid lane, Night Stalker helping out with the block. Paddling getting no such love on Lilina. And you know, this ward up this cliff sort of spots rotations from the west, and it also looks over the rune. Once again, no lane ward straight up for the Tinker. Puzzle, what's he up to? Not showing himself in lane just yet. Night Stalker moving aggressively. He's got boots as well as the Void. And he walks into Puzzle. Going to drop down the last hits. Too early to see who's coming out on top just yet. Good. Trading hits with the Oracle. Oracle does have the Fortune's End on cooldown for a bit. Go. Moving in. Fortune's End not being channeled. Drops the GG branch. Chews through it. Got a couple of Tangus to work with. Night Stalker once again in the mid lane, wrapping around. Trying to make life difficult for Puzzle and the Earth Spirit. And this is what the mid lane's become. It's become a 2v2 with the 4 position, occasionally making a rotation. Puzzle misses the rolling boulder. Got to get a little bit of chip damage from the Tinker in exchange. Dark's here. He is level 2. And he's hiding in the trees. Oracle not purging off Cairn Shell of that creep. Magnus also level 2. Holding on to that skill point. Might need that skewer to disengage, or might put it into the empower to flash farm a bit. Negi wraps around. He's got the howl. Pops it. Limbs not yet available. Thunderstrike doing a fair bit of work, but Magnus holds on to that skill point. Puts it wisely in to the skewer and escapes for the time being. Pistol being chased. The Void is going to connect. Do they have enough lockdown? Gregor's hanging around. Maybe just save him with the surge. He's holding on to that surge till the very end. Juggernaut comes in. Iron Shell as well on the Earth Spirit. Void number 2. Puzzle being slowed down, but he's got the rolling boulder as well as the boulder smash. And he could turn this around if he wants to, but A35 low on mana. The mid lane frees up. It seems as if the Lena's coming out on top in terms of last hits as well as denies. Doing better than the Tinker. 835. You really didn't need your clarity to get cancelled that way, did you? Walks right past the lane and gets punished for it. Pasol, now level 2. He's got the infused raindrops. It's going to help him out versus the Night Stalker as well as the Oracle. Magnus pulling the wave. Disruptor going to contest. All in all, a rather quiet laning phase here. Pasol still looking for that one big impact play. Kinetic Field doesn't hold the Magnus, but the Disruptor is low on mana, so can't punish him any further. Hasn't even put a skill point into Glimpse just yet, but it's about to be night time. If only the Night Stalker hadn't shown himself, could have just run down paddling in the mid lane with the Void and the help coming out from the Tinker, trying to secure the top rune. Spawns bottom. It's a haste rune, and I'd really like to see the Night Stalker pick this up and take advantage of the Lena in the mid lane. That actually sounds dirty, but that's pretty much what a Night Stalker does. In fact, he's going to secure the bounty rune first. Then he's going to try and get that Tinker, the haste rune. So just waiting patiently behind the Lena. We have a pause coming out. And now it's Aggressive Fire's turn to lag. They're good to go though. Mid lane. They moved it onto the Lena. I don't know if Pasol keeps them all away. LSA Dragon Slave is doing a fair bit. Pasol just zips right through them. It's a wide ball through the middle stump, and IU draws first blood. But Guredgo and Pasol do manage to get a kill in response. It's only on the Oracle. Oracle for a Lena. And first blood in the pockets of the Tinker. This is a trade that Akatsuki will take any day. Bottle being refilled in the mid lane. First nighttime coming to good use for Akatsuki. Another rolling boulder from Pasol doesn't connect. Dropping down the network shots, Lycan sitting at the top. Two problems I foresee for Aggressive 5 is it's not in their best interest to draw this game late, and it's Oracle once again getting picked up. Not sure what he was thinking there. Tinker coming in, wants the kill in response and Pasol. Night Stalker caught in the Static Storm, turns around, gets Pasol, but almost ends up going down. And indeed he will. The Thunder Strike from the Disruptor secures the kill. Battling going in. LSA number 2 does connect on the Tinker. He's got Dragon Slave coming off cooldown, but the damage, well, Battling feels it's not enough. It might have just been with the Disruptor coming in with the Thunder Strike. But yeah, two problems I do foresee for Aggressive 5 is that one, it's not in their best interest to take this game late. You cannot outfarm a Tinker with BTs, and you cannot outfarm a Juggernaut who's getting buffed up by the Empower. There's no way the Lycan manages to keep up. Hold on. The Lycan though, he's going to try and save his Disruptor by finding a kill in exchange on the Magnus. This might end up working out in favor of Aggressive 5, and indeed it's a support for Code. Negi trying to look for more there. The Howl, it is available for a fair bit, but Negi's going to show a little bit of restraint and not dive in the tier 1 with just the 6-minute mark. Meanwhile, on the other side of the map, they managed to secure a kill on the Juggernaut. So yeah, it's just not in Aggressive 5's best interest to drag this game out. The later and later it goes, the worse it gets. Because once the Tinker gets his Ags up and going, it's going to be really hard for Aggressive 5 to go high ground. I mean, the Howl can only do so much, so going high ground is not going to be easy. And they have no obvious answers to catching the Tinker in the late game, but they're going to try and make the early game difficult. Pasol misses the boulder smash, the LSA will not. The damage though, not enough. 3 heroes rotates in the mid lane. They would have liked that kill on the Tinker. Tinker far away from those BOTs, far away from his soul ring as well. Shrine being popped by aggressive 5. Seems that Paddling's going for the right click heavy build, getting that armlet early on. And going back for the Mask of Madness as opposed to a medallion or a solar crush, which he might pick up somewhere along the way. Curious to see how he switches up his itemization from there on. Might look at something like an Abyssal somewhere down the line, just to have that extra lockdown on the Juggernaut. First nighttime, Night Stalker got 2 kills if not mistaken. Got 1 on the Earth Spirit and secured a kill on the Lina in the mid lane. Aggressive wards coming out from aggressive 5, but no one's jungling just yet. Maybe a bit too early coming out from them. Oracle making, well, decent progress in terms of levels, and Paddling secures a solo kill in the mid lane. Use the haste rune. Nine minutes in, it's 2k net worth advantage in terms of aggressive 5. But there are stacks being prepped in the jungle. I mean, for now, it's only the Magnus clearing his jungle, actually. How's the Darkseer looking in terms of farm? Not doing too bad. Lycan atop the network charts. Lina coming in at 2nd place. And with this stack, she should maybe even leapfrog ahead of the Lycan. Pinkwin dropping the aggressive ward does scout out the fact that the jungle's been cleared. Aggressive 5 preparing to take down the enemy off-lane tower. 2 Akatsuki look to contest, so I mean, this Tinker would really like to spend some quality time in the mid lane and pick up his BOTs as soon as possible. But for Soul, he's making the deep rotation. This Observer ward might not be able to spot him out if he stays up the high ground. Another pause coming out. Magnus, level 7, hasn't yet committed a point into the RP. Doesn't seem himself securing the kill with the RP, so he's putting points into Shockwave so he can try and farm a bit quicker. He's got the Soul Ring as well as the Arcane Boots. I guess the Soul Ring was something he went for after he probably started out with the Mango. Felt it would let him steal some CS every now and then by spamming out the Shockwave. He's also got the Iron Talon. With these set of items, if he has a couple of stacks, he should be farming rather quickly in the jungle. Presume it's going to be another 5 or 6 minutes odd before he gets his blink up and going. His tower, though, under siege. And seems someone on the side of Akatsuki, well, it seems the PC has crashed. Appears to be the Night Stalker. Akatsuki, one of the few, or rather the only team in Nepal that has sponsorship behind it. And they even have their own boot camp, from what I've been told.
Ты посмотри вокруг, что происходит!
second night time to come up in 2 minutes or so. Hopefully, Night Stalker can do a lot more then. He's also getting closer and closer to his level 6. And then he can use the darkness to probably try and set up a gank. He's gone for the magic wand, which I like. That so many spells being cast by Aggressify in every team fight. I mean, with the Nerd Spirit, a Disruptor, Darkseid, and Lina. Probably a must-have item at this point for everybody on the side of Akatsuki. Magnus is missing one though. Oracle, 10 minutes in, level 6, still a bit far away. Did have those couple of deaths and that one rotation. Got 2 wards with him. Speaking of wards, I'm going to toggle. Yeah, this is Radiant Vision. They see 835. They're looking at both rooms right now. This is pretty much it. So right now they're not seeing Puzzle. Perched atop, waiting to move on to the Tinkum. And now they're changing monitors. Jesus. So yeah, Tinker doesn't see Puzzle at all. If Puzzle connects on the rolling boulder, this could be a kill. And he does have that small window of opportunity while Tinker tries to bring down the range creep. However, paddling, he's far away, doesn't have too much mana to work with. So these ganks are not looking too realistic unless paddling goes, pops the offlane shrine and comes back. And yeah, this ward might... Hold on. Yeah, they might scout paddling moving in that direction. They have to move fast. I mean, they want to try and get this kill before nighttime because come nighttime, we might see Akatsuki try and make a rotation into the mid lane and try and secure a kill for the Tinker himself. Negi doing good work. He's holding on to putting a point into the Wolves just yet. Probably will soon enough. 200 health up plus 15 damage. I'm really not sure. I have no idea what people look at in terms of talents for the Lycan. Plus 12 strength or plus 12 feral HP regen. Okay, so that basically means that your summon units have a little bit more regen. And you have more regen. Or do you take the plus 12 strength? I mean, strength, how do you give up plus 12 strength on a strength hero? But then again, plus 12 feral HP regen is not something any item can get you. Plus 12 strength is... how much strength does the Bracer give you? Bracer... What are we looking at? So Bracer gives you plus 6 strength. So plus 12 strength is effectively 2 Bracers, which is around 900,000 gold or something. So do you really want to get 2 Bracers at level 15? I think the plus 12 feral HP regen is a lot more tempting. Even more so when you're the main source of push for your team. And there's the Tinker to worry about, who's going to be excellent at holding high ground. You need that regen. Not sure if it's going to be enough, but it might make a slight difference. It's also regen that you end up getting as well as your units. So it could help Lycan himself a fair bit. Then again, he's not going for summons in any form. No necro books inside just yet. It is a DPS heavy build, and then if you want I mean, if you want to do more damage, you'd rather get the plus 12 strength. Level 20, 15% cooldown reduction or 15% evasion. I think in this game, And in most games in general, it's a no-brainer. You want the 15% cooldown reduction. So you can have Shapeshift up as much as possible. So Shapeshift at level 3 is at a cooldown of 60 seconds. You do away 15%, 10% of 66, 15 is around 7, 8 or 9 or something like that. And you're shaving off 9 seconds. You are in Shapeshift for how long? 18 seconds. So 16 minus 9 is 51. So 18 seconds you pop Shapeshift, and 51 seconds you have Shapeshift again. That's not too bad, honestly. The cooldown reduction is tempting. And it's not just cooldown reduction on Shapeshift, it's cooldown reduction on Summon Wolves, which has a 30-second cooldown. So it's going to come down to 25-ish, 25-second cooldown instead of 30. You could always build an evasion item. That's more likely to happen on the Lycan. You could look at something like a Solar Crush. It's something I've seen a lot of Lycans build. +2 will summon a +15-second shapeshift duration. 4 wolves. I don't think you take the wolves. I guess you go for that shapeshift duration. It's going to be really crucial. I mean, when the only real catch is RP. Yeah, that's the only real reliable catch on the Lycan at this point. And Shapeshift also gives you more night vision, which is nice, and more damage as well. So yeah, I guess you try and have more Shapeshift duration. And in addition, I mean, along with 15% cooldown reduction, that pretty much means you're on Shapeshift for a majority of the team fight. Anyway, Night Stalker's back. I don't have to babble about talents anymore. The game can finally be underway, and all of us can just leave this behind us and go watch some TI. What? Wait. Jesus. Huh? Okay. They're good to go. Okay. For Soul does get spotted out now. Walk past that wand. He's trying to build into the Tranquil Boots. He's just going to try and soak up some EXP in the middle lane. Tinker's starting to put points into March. It's going to allow him to clear stacks. One small stack here at the hard camp. And that's about it. That's really underwhelming. Negi's pushed to repel, but he pops the shapeshift with the kinetic field. They got vision on him with the Thunderstrike as well. The skewer was committed. There's no way he can escape a Juggernaut to the rescue. He'll slice and dice, but he won't get the kill. Lycan wants to run back in. A shockwave comes just in case he oversteps his bounds there. Pops the house. He's got the Hamlet. Feels that he can bring down the Juggernaut. The Blade Fury comes out. Negi dropping low. He's overstepped. He's pushed his limits and he's been punished for it. He falls down. They're looking for the disruptor. He puts the point into RP. This could be another kill for the Juggernaut, and indeed it is. It's actually one for the Magnus, one for the Juggernaut. And what started out as a Lycan pushing a lane turns into a push coming out from Akatsuki. Paddling. Excuse me, but so he's in a top lane. He's not got a point in the Magnus as the rolling boulder will miss. The boulder smash will connect on the Magnus, but there is no follow damage. For Soul dropping low. The Purifying Flames along with the skewer might just ensure his demise. They're looking for more. They got glimpse in the disruptor. Who do they catch? Well, of course, the Juggernaut. That's the price kill. He hasn't got Omni Slash or Blade Fury. The Fate's Edict though ensures that the Lycan can't get any more right clicks off. Meanwhile, all of this is space for A35 to skip the creep wave. and try and get his mech up and going. It's about to be night time though, in a couple of seconds. Night Stalker does have a TP. Well, he showed himself a lane and he much has to try and stop E35 from just creep skipping until at least the Juggernaut gets back to his lane. Juggernaut, it is 11 PM power, so he feels like he can clear these neutrals. Blade is gonna help out. Meanwhile, excuse me, A35 duking it out with the Night Stalker, but backup is on the way. Vacuum, make sure that the Night Stalker falls before the Magnus can even respond, and A35 gets away scot-free, unpunished, and even forcing out a rotation. So Night Stalker ends up going down in the night time, which is not anywhere close to ideal, but it's a solo lane for the Magnus, and he's getting mighty close to his blink. Negi meanwhile manages to secure the offlane tower. Pasul's prepping in the trees. Boulder Smash will not connect. Pasul, you whiff, but the Boulder Smash will. Skewer coming out from the Magnus might be enough, but the Vacuum, along with the Geomagnetic Grip, ensures he goes down. Disruptor even coming in with the glimpse just in case. Mid lane though, smoke rotation coming up from Akatsuki. It's Night Stalker leading the charge. Battling has a sense of what's going on. He's retreated into the jungle. But Akatsuki want to press forward. They did see that Dragon save, if I'm not mistaken. Battling low on mana, low on HP, trying to run to a shrine. The TP is going to come. No, they're not. He's going to be bought down by the Juggernaut, who just spins him to oblivion with the Blade Fury. But Aggressive Fight say thank you, which is going to take another tower. They did get the kill on Paddling, which was okay, but the tower trades are favoring Aggressive 5, and look at this. Negi runs in with the Howl. With the armlet, he's chasing down the fastest and he has no pure at all. Mid is there, Static Storm falls from his, tries to keep him alive. Omni Slash on the Disruptor, but the Static Storm will hold off the Juggernaut for the time being. A Vacuum as well, a Geomagnetic Grip onto the Magnus, who does have the RP coming off cooldown. The Magnetize will connect as well, he's pump taking the RP, manages to get A35. The Magnetize taking them down, A35 running in the Purifying Flames, doing a little bit of damage, but the Iron Shell ensures that he gets the kill. The Tinker manages to get one in return, but Aggressive 5, they bought down a core in his support, and they're just going to retreat, pop a shrine, and maybe go once more. A regen rune in the river as well. This couldn't be any better for the Disruptor. The Oracle trying his best to heal everyone up. The False Promise not enough as far as keeping the Magnus alive. Second night, they did get the kill on the Lena, but it's also the second time that the Night Stalker ended up going down. Things not going as planned for Akatsuki. Tinker has got his BOTs though. Pasul goes in aggressively, gets the Observer, but Crop is there once again with the T-Ward mid lane. Disruptor being chased, glimpses back the Night Stalker. Ayu goes in with the laser but doesn't want to pursue any further. I think the Night Stalker could have got the Crippling Fear off a moment earlier. Anywho, top lane, they won the Magnus. A35 gone in with the Iron Shell. They've got the Vacuum to pull him out of the trees. He's still got the Skewer so he can escape if he wants to. He doesn't have RP for about 35 seconds, but Aggressive 5. I'm going to show a little bit of discipline and not force the issue here. Paddling, going for that Bloodstone over something like a use, just in case a Crippling Fear comes at right on top of him. Pretty confident that he can position himself to avoid most of the key spells coming out from Akatsuki. What does Negi build into from here? I mean, I don't know if this is a game where you need a BKB or not. Magnus, caught by the Boulder Smash as well as the Rolling Boulders. The Geomagnetic Grip didn't end up connecting. He's going to skewer them back and get glimpsed right back into the Static Storm, into the waiting arms of Pink Mid. And down he goes to the Thunderstrike. rotations coming out from Akatsuki, but it might be a tad too late. It's Tinker, who well pretty much wants to lean to farm in at this point. The middle tower denied. Pasol goes in. Boulder smash onto 2 along with the gym. The earn charge as well is there as well, and they glimpse back the Tinker. This couldn't be better for Aggressify. The LSA will miss, but paddling, he's not messing around. He commits the Laguna as well as the Dragon Slave and secures the kill. Akatsuki being stretched across the map. Not sure which lane they need to be in. I mean, the Magnus wants to get that blink desperately. He's been trying since the past 3 or 4 minutes. But every time he just shows up in the lane and ends up going down. And the mid tower is going to go down as well. The Oracle's, well, he's given up. He's conceded defeat. Not even going to try and defend. But now Magnus has his blink tag off. It's still daytime though. Scan does manage to clip most of Aggressive 5. Akatsuki does smoke up. 835. Standing a little bit ahead. Moves towards the bounty rune. Doesn't dispel the smoke. Aggressive 5 are retreating back to the high ground. Oracle leading the way. Gets a little bit of vision. 835 shown himself. He's got the hood as well as the mech. Backup is nearby. It's Aggressive 5 who smoked up. This could go horribly wrong for Akatsuki. Are they going to commit the RP on one? The skewer is not going to connect. The skewer misses the RP on the Darkseer. He's got a mech. The Boulder Smash on the way with the vacuum, with the wall, with the static stop. Look at them go. And look at Akatsuki bleed. Aggressive 5. Bring down 2 cores. Get the Oracle as well. And they're chasing for more. It's Negi running like a wolf. I mean, running like a madman actually. But the shapeshift's worn off. 9 times kicked in. And Aggressive 5, they're going to go back for the objective. They even have this deep observer board. This is a lot more like the Aggressive 5 of the summer season. I mean, they used to be filled with this crazy early game aggression. And somewhere in the beginning of the fall season, they became a lot more mature and they played this much quieter game, but it looks like they've gone back to their old ways. I mean, TI is known to bring out a lot of things in a lot of people. And the next big objective is Roshan. They've got a ward up the cliff, so they could say Akatsuki they're trying to contest. RP is down, and yeah, Roshan seems like a perfectly reasonable choice here for Aggressive 5. Akatsuki clumped up together behind the tier 2. It is 9 time again though. An Aggressive 5 working with less vision. But Roshan's dropping low. There's a regen rune in the river. Night Stalker moves in that direction, flies over the cliff, flies right back. He could get glimpsed. They do have less vision, but the Observer, it's still there. The Boulder Smash as well. This is probably the 3rd death on the Night Stalker in the night time. While Negi's looking for more, he jumped after the Oracle. 835 joined him, and they managed to bring down the Oracle and the Night Stalker once more. Magnus, I'm not even sure what he's farming for at this point. Tinker got the blink up and going, seems to be building into that ESL lens, which really could help his cause, but he needs to get that axe as soon as possible because Aggressive 5 can pretty much help Ent on ending the game right this moment. I mean, they are still marching down mid. For Souls, probably TP'd back to this tier 2, hoping to catch a bunch of stragglers, but Juggernaut did the same. He popped the Blade Fury and TP'd out. So Pasol can't stop him. Negi with the Aegis on him. Be a pity if he threw it out right away. The Skewer's there as well, so they pull Negi back. He's going to be brought down with a combination of the Purifying Flames as well as the laser. Paddling lies in the sides waiting. LSA onto 2. He's got the Laguna, drops it, Static Storm. Make sure that the Juggernaut will fall, but he mantas out of the kinetic field at the very end. Aggressive 5 blew up a lot of key spells and didn't end up getting what they were looking for. They lost the Aegis as well, and they might have just lost their advantage. They probably have to wait till Negi picks up something like a BKB, but I'm not sure that's going to be enough. The Wolves are scouting the enemy jungle. And Soccer getting back a little bit of vision. Did know that there was a ward up the cliff somehow. I'm not entirely sure what gave it away. It is nighttime. It wouldn't be too bad if Akatsuki tried to group up, pop a smoke, and look for a pick off. It's gonna buy them some time and it's gonna buy the Tinkers some time. With these Wolves constantly scouting out their movements, it is slightly problematic for Akatsuki. A35 with an invis rune. He's got the Blink Dagger up and going as well. So initiation as well as great counter shouldn't be a problem at all for aggressive 5. They're moving towards the top lane. The Magnus as well as the Night Stalker have shown themselves. He got TPs though. The Magnus does have one, Night Stalker has one as well. So they're creating a little bit of space, but the LSA will connect on the Magnus. It's not space if you end up dying. And Night Stalker, he's going to fly over the trees and run right back to a shrine. Tinker still searching for his next key item. 23 minutes in, the network charts telling us that it's somewhere near the 15,000 mark in terms of net worth advantage in favor of aggressive 5. They're also grouped up and they're looking for a pick off disruptor. The Wolves, they have vision of the Juggernaut. A glimpse might force out his Blade Fury, but the boulder smash from Pasol, they've got the Tinker in the Static Storm. There's no saving him. Where's the Oracle when you need him? He's not there. Pasol with the rolling boulder as well. Make sure that he ends up going down. The glimpse forcing out the Blade Fury from the Juggernaut. 40 seconds with no Tinker. And Akatsuki are missing their key element of high ground defense. Juggernaut, the Magnus goes in. Could have gotten glimpse though actually. Rolling boulder from Pasol goes through the back, the geomagnetic grip as well. He's deep in enemy lines, the Magnetize not going to connect, but he was missing remnants. And now he's isolated. They commit the Omni Slash. Pasol's probably laughing at them at this point because Negi's taken down tier 3 and aggressive 5 might just end up retreating. They're waiting for the picture perfect play, but it's Magnus who goes in with an RP. They've got the disruptor, but Negi is there. He's keeping his support alive. He's brought down the Magnus in return and paddling and loading a world of pain onto the Juggernaut. They're moving on to the Oracle, the Shrine. Well, it's only going to delay the inevitable. It's a mega kill streak for paddling, and they're looking for more. More right now is a lane of racks. A glimpse onto the Tinker. This kill could be huge. This could mean more than a lane of racks for aggressive 5, and indeed they end up getting it. Magnus flies back, but he's got no RP. It's daytime as well. Aggressive 5. They committed murder and they've run right back. Oh, paddling, he didn't run. He wants round 2. That's a dieback on the Magnus. Paddling, you cheeky bugger. And now they're going for the shrines. The shrines have been pinged out. And he's got his next big item flying out to him. He's at a huge net worth advantage compared to the Juggernaut. Well, I said you don't want to take your chances versus Juggernaut, who's got Empower to help him farm a lot faster, but there were no stacks for him. Zaxi's got the hood, getting closer and closer to that Shiva's guard. Picks up the Mystic Staff over the Blade Mail. I think the armor would have been a first nice pickup, but yeah, okay. Pasol's now got a Yule Scepter complete, so could shrug off a lot of the damage from the Omni Slash. Maybe once again try and force the Juggernaut to overcommit on him. Juggernaut really needs the Diffusal Blade. It's going to help with the Yules coming out from the Earth Spirit. Just purge off the Yules, bring him down, kill him immediately. And that's a full BKB on Nengi. So it's going to take RP and Omni Slash to try and kill off this Lycan. They really have to focus this Lycan heavily in team fights. Aggressive are going to wait for...
Radiant's courier has been killed.
Aggressive 5 looking to deliver the finishing blow. And Akatsuki, they seem to have smartened up a fair bit. They're not going anymore for just the Earth Spirit. Paddling's keeping the bottom lane pushed. The melee barracks have fallen in the top lane. The range barracks are all that stand. Aggressive 5 just building their net worth advantage at this point. Pikmin even drops off that cheeky observer deep in the lane. Roshan about to respawn in a minute. Tinker in the dire jungle. Getting closer and closer to that ether lens, but I'm not sure if it's going to make enough of a difference. He needs an axe at this point, honestly, to hold off the push coming out from Aggressive 5. And he needs to not get picked off. The reason the last fight went so well for Aggressive 5 is they managed to pick off the Tinker before they went high ground. Night Stalker trying to get the axe scepter complete. Just got the Aether Lens. Magnus, he's not yet got his Shadow Blade. His farm is really slowed down. But the Empower is now starting to make a difference. I mean, Juggernaut's got the Diffusal. He's getting closer and closer to his Blink. That hopefully translates into a kill for Akatsuki in their next engagement. Paddling has the Dragon Lance, so he's got a lot of range to work with. He also took the cast range talent. No, excuse me, he took the plus 80 Light Strike array damage talent, which is actually the correct talent to take on both Linas. I mean, it's sort of situational, but the plus 80 Light Strike array damage talent pretty much ensures that you can clear an entire creep wave with Dragon Slave and Laguna. I guess as a support Lina, if that ever is the case, you might want the cast range just so that you can stay alive a little longer and work with that little bit of range. But yeah, the plus 80 LSA damage is also really tempting. Aggressive 5 moving towards the bottom lane. I'm not sure if they see the Night Stalker. Akatsuki somehow sense what is going on and they backed off. Tinker in the trees. A35 almost caught him with the Shiva's Guard. He knows he's still around, but he's not going to commit with the vacuum just yet. Top lane though, paddling. He's waiting patiently. With the Shiva's Guard, Night Stalker hiding in the trees. That observer, did it scout out paddling? I'm not too sure. Paddling goes in, waiting with the LSA. The LSA will land. Dragon Slave Laguna, Shiva's Guard as well. It's enough damage. They brought down the Night Stalker. And that vision advantage with Akatsuki have doesn't exist anymore. Juggernaut pops the Dragon Slave, the Blade Fury as well. Negi starts to work on the range barracks. And you've got a push coming up from the other lane as well. The creeps are doing their work on the tier 3 in the bottom lane. Healing Ward and Shrines keeping Akatsuki afloat for now, but they're playing with a man disadvantage. You'll step down to the Juggernaut. This might force out the Manta Style. And indeed, he pops the Manta Style as well as the Blade Fury. So most of Juggernaut's defensive maneuvers have already been used. But it's looking really difficult for Aggressive 5 to go high ground. Akatsuki of smoke. It is still night time. Negi runs out, house, wolf, works on the trees, and with a little extra help from paddling, indeed the trees will fall. Disruptor, what are you doing? That's not your base. He's going to end up going down. The vacuum wall is perfect, but the Static Storm just wasn't there. They moved on to the Oracle. The false promises come out. Blade Fury coming out from the Juggernaut. He's running into base. Magnus not finishing any of this just yet. And the racks have already fallen. The RP yet to come out from Akatsuki. They're still waiting, and I'm not sure for what anymore. Magnus waiting with that RPE. Negi dropping low, but he's got the Aegis. His BKB on cooldown. The Aegis will wear off. The melee barracks in the mid lane and fall in. And Akatsuki are watching as their base is being burned down to the ground. The Glyph fortification comes out. Juggernaut still does have a Blink Dagger as well as the Omni Slash. Magnus jumps in, picks the RP, but the Yules was there along with the Geomagnetic Grip. The Boulder Smash as well. The LSA, it didn't connect, but the damage is enough. Paddling secures the kill. Juggernaut, he's gone in deep. He's taking a whole lot of damage. He's going to just Blade Fury and spin right out of there. Akatsuki, their base is in shambles, and they will finally tap out. GG, well played is the call. Aggressify closed the game in 33 minutes. And now all of us can go do what we want to, which is catch some of that beautiful TI2 action, TS7 action. I'm going to be at the Pop Stomp in Bombay. Hopefully I might bump into some of you there. Thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Vivek, and this is the ESL India Premiership. That's it as far as the Dota 2 broadcast is concerned for the day. Adios and good night.